Mike Perlack here to entertain you with the help of David Bowie. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignitions and may God's love be with you. Okay. I decided to do a mini cover of that because this is going to be a film reflection video of the film starring Ben Stiller, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I was able to manage to watch the movie this week in 30 minute segments and decided to do a little film reflection video about it. This movie prompted me, I haven't done it yet, but it prompted me to Google the question, can Ben Stiller ride a skateboard? That whole thing represents a personal sorrow for me. Yeah, even till this day, if I pass a skateboard park, kids skateboarding, that whole thing's kind of like a never realized childhood ambition. But it's the life I had. Although I still have my Joe Cool skateboard, Snoopy Joe Cool skateboard. It's 10 years old and took my $25 worth of birthday money secretly into a department store, bought the thing, and didn't have the tax, but somebody or the person in line paid the tax for me. $25, Joe Cool skateboard. But anyways, interesting film, charming film. The so-called spacing out that the Walter Mitty character does in there, the daydream sequences. I thought, yeah, we all do that in childhood. But then after a while, after a little more reflection, I had to admit, yeah, I guess I still do that from time to time. Somehow it failed until recently. I never realized that Ben Stiller is Jerry Stiller's son. I just never. I don't well, with the exception of childhood and crushes I might have had at that time. I don't really concern myself with the personal lives of actors and actresses, but I've seen him in movies over the years. He always had a unique brand of humor, I'd say. But in the film, one of the songs towards the beginning made me realize the similarity between Bono's voice and the singer from Midnight Oil's voice. Sounds similar at certain pitches. The story centers around the last issue of Life magazine, which the Ben Stiller character, Mitty, happens to be an employee of, and they're producing what's going to be their last hard copy issue of Life magazine. The Walter Mitty character has a profile, a profile on eHarmony, and he calls up one of the service guys there, and he insists, "You got to help me out. Your profile is pretty boring." At the beginning of the movie, his profile is pretty boring. Until his character goes on this adventure to find this missing pick 25. That's supposed to be represent all what the cover of the last issue of Life magazine is going to be. And I found myself wondering if this Sean guy did this on purpose. He's leaving all kinds of clues throughout the film. He gives him a wallet. It's this uh, references what the meaning of life is. Life, not the magazine, actual life, and what the purpose is. So he goes on this adventure, which takes him to Greenland first, where he is inspired by a certain factor, which I guess I was too. That's why I opened this video with that Space Odyssey song. And apparently there are only 8 people in the whole country, according to this drunk guy in Greenland. And a lot of people get that mixed up. Greenland is the place that's full of ice, and Iceland is the place that's actually green and has civilization. Iceland, where Bjork, singer Bjork is from. So he goes on this little adventure, and when he gets home from it, he's got more experiences under his belt, which finds himself doing this whole zoning out and daydreaming less and less. But when he gets home, basically the shit hits the fan. His work life and his love life, the girl. He's interested in a character in the movie played by Kristen Wiig from Saturday Night Live. Anyways, it all goes to pot when he gets home. He loses his job with this funny little man with the man with the funny beard, who's in charge of the transitioning the Life magazine from hard copy magazine to Life online, which yeah, a lot of them are doing that now. Well, at this point in the story, he's all down in the dumps, so he goes back, home to his mom and sister, and he gets a revelation. One of the mysterious pics, not picture 25, but one of the other ones. Like I said, it's like this this Sean guy is leaving clues for him to find. A picture that ends up being a picture of his mother's piano. A close-up shot. And after, with the finding of this picture, realizing it's another clue, his he finds his spirits are refueled, and he's off to the Himalayas to find this Sean guy, who his name is Sean in the story, but he's supposed to be the head of the magazine, or the guy who has final say over Life magazine. Played by Sean Penn. Anyways, so he's out there and looking for Sean, or looking for this Sean guy, and goes to the Himalayas to find Sean. And Todd from eHarmony calls again. The guy says, "Hey, your profile is on fire. You got like 300 winks." And he's like, since you shared that story about the shark and the volcanoes, his experiences in Greenland and between Greenland and Iceland. And then at that point he tells him to cancel his account. He tells Todd to go ahead and cancel his account with eHarmony because, frankly, the $500 annual fee has become a little too much of a stretch on his budget. At this point, he finds Sean, who is torn between taking a picture or not taking a picture of a mountain lion. I guess goes to the heart of what the movie is about, the moral of what is life. Not the magazine. What is life? The purpose. That whole what is life thing. And then a game of soccer starts. They start a game of soccer with some of the local Himalayans. And then it's back home, where Walter is in Los Angeles when Todd, the eHarmony guy, has to come get him out of airport jail. There's more revelations. This brings me like the last 20 minutes of the story, and it's It's a charming movie. It's a charming movie, and it's got some subtle humor in it too. Kristen Wiig, Sean Penn, Ben Stiller. There's a during the credits. There's a cover of the Pina Colada song by Jack Johnson. I thought was kind of cool. But charming little movie. Check it out sometime, and then you'll see why I was inspired to play Space Odyssey for this video. Thank you for watching.